Bosses can always be a varying degree of enjoyability. However, there are some bosses that are just cheap, stupid, annoying, or infuriating. These bosses aren't hard or easy per se, but really bother you to the point where you wonder why the fight was designed that way. These are the bosses that piss me off the most for varying reasons. No optional bosses in this list. They are meant to be difficult to annoying levels. With all that said, let's begin. Number 10. Silver, Sonic 06. What can I say about this fight? No, really, what can I say? Everybody knows its legacy, its mimetic status, and how awful of a boss fight it is. The funniest part is, it's an easy fight. It's just so buggy and poorly done it seems a lot harder than it actually is. All you need to do is run away and attack him when he says,
"It's no use!"
The problem is, you need to listen closely and keep your eye on him, or he will grab you and toss you around, possibly in an infinite loop. So if the fight is so bad and annoying, why is it only number 10? Because it's unfinished. The rest of these fights are complete and can be fairly judged. This one isn't. So it's hard to really be mad at something that isn't even complete yet. Doesn't change the fact that it's annoying and cheap. The silver fight in Sonic Generations is much better.
Meteor smash!
Number 9. Egg Emperor, Sonic Heroes. Yikes! 2 Sonic bosses in a row? Eggman is not hard in this fight. At all. However, he is annoying. Why? That's why. The fight is actually a rush and not bad, but constantly hearing that definitely puts it on here. What's with Ivo and saying annoying things constantly in a boss battle?
Get a load of this! Get a load of this! Get a load of this! You know what they say, the more the merrier. You know what they say, the more the merrier.
God, shut up! Number 8. Meta Ridley, Subspace Emissary. I hate time battles. I hate enemies that interfere with the battle arena in cheap ways. I hate flying enemies. Put that all together and what do you get? Meta Ridley from Brawl. You need to defeat him in a short amount of time, and each time he moves farther away from the Falcon Flyer. He can also hit the flyer straight down, and can drag it down as well, causing a character death if you are not careful. Maybe it's just me, but I thought it was a huge pain in the ass. The fight's easy, but it doesn't change the fact that it's so annoying. Stay where you are! Number 7. Toby, Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. This fight. Oh my god, this fight. It's 4 parts long, but only one part is infuriatingly cheap. The first part is hard but fun, fighting 3 Jinchuriki at the same time. The third part is awesome and epic. The fourth and final part is insultingly easy. The second part, however, is dumb. You take on 2 Biju at the same time. Problem is, you are normal size, and while your power has drastically increased to compensate, you're still fighting giant monsters, and Toby once in a while too. The first 2, Matatabi and Isobu, provide a pretty good challenge. The next 2, Kokuo and Seiken, are fairly easy, as Seiken is slow and has no range in his attacks, so just focus on Kokuo until then. The final 2 though, Son Goku and Chomei, is where I hate this fight. Son Goku will keep dashing toward you and get in your way, and Chomei will not stop fucking spamming attacks. If your life was high before this, it won't be at this point. Also, if you die, you need to start at the last checkpoint where you were at, with the same health you were at that point too. There are some unskippable cutscenes in the fight too, so be prepared to see those a lot. Hell, the boss fight with Madara before this is harder, yet not as infuriating as this one. It is worth it though, just to sock Toby in the face so hard you shatter the ground. Number 6. Sandman. Spider-Man, Shattered Dimensions. Yay, a gimmick fight. Again, not a hard fight, but annoying to keep having to stop attacking and have to find water somewhere to throw at him to attack and hurt him. This gimmick extends to the level too, as enemies can only be attacked when wet. This makes an easy level harder than it needs to be. I have nothing else to say on the matter because I just hate this boss and hate this level and don't want to talk about it anymore, so let's move on. That's what we're doing right now, to more water. Number 5. Demyx, Kingdom Hearts 2.
Dance, water, dance!
Die, Demyx, die! The pussy of the organization grows a pair and becomes one hell of a cheap boss. Not hard, like Xaldin or Saïx, but cheap. The fact that he can create time fights that can instantly end the fight if you do not make it in time is infuriating enough, but he's got more tricks up his sleeve. Tracking water bubbles, columns of water, a fast dash attack, and unbreakable attacks makes this boss not a good representation of how the rest of the organization will be portrayed as bosses. The worst part is that you have to deal with him before getting to a really fun part of the game. So not only is he annoying, he's an obstacle in a way of enjoying playing the game. Drown, hippie, drown. Number 4. Argus, Shadow of the Colossus. The second to last boss fight in this game is not an enjoyable one. His size is awe-inspiring, the music is dramatic, and the fight is annoying. Kind of breaks the pattern, doesn't it? I'm going to spoil how to beat him, so if you don't want to hear it, skip ahead. You need to get him to step on a platform, so you can jump up to the next area. Then you need to bait him to knocking down the ceiling to get up to the next level. Then you bait him into taking out a bridge. Then just jump on him and take him down. Sounds easy, right? No. He has 3 weak points as opposed to the usual 1 or 2. You will constantly fall off him and must repeat the process all over again. The last weak point is on his hand too, which is not easy to get in. This boss is very tedious, and in my opinion, the worst boss in an otherwise amazing game. Number 3. Fire Leo, Beautiful Joe. This boss comes after a hard boss rush. Fucking yay! He hits hard, has 9 impenetrable defenses, and you can only get rid of his shield by doing a gameplay mechanic, lighting yourself on fire, which you have never had to use before. Everybody has trouble with this boss. He has a lot of health, and you need to abuse exploits to take him down, as opposed to fighting him normally like every other boss in the game. The fight itself is not bad, just infuriating as all hell. The final boss is easier than this guy. Come on with that! Number 2. Core, aka the Metalhead Leader. Jak 2. Final bosses are supposed to be hard. They are meant to be the final challenge to the player, testing all the skills they learn up to that point. However, hard does not mean almost impossible. The fight begins with Core attacking you and sending a lot of enemies after you at the same time. You need to damage him, duh, which is tough as his attacks hurt you and you're constantly being zerg rushed by metalheads. You will die a lot. If you manage to get his health down, he will then chase you, and he moves very fast. And you need to damage him while he is chasing you, inches behind you, doing a lot of damage against you. And if you die anywhere in the battle, you need to start from the beginning. This isn't trial and error. This is fail and fail and fail and fail and fail and Number 1. Shao Kahn, Mortal Kombat 9. Cheap does not equal challenging. Making a boss for a fighting game is never easy, but Shao Kahn is not the way to do it. He hits much harder than you, doesn't need to do combos to do massive damage against you, has a lot of super armor, and you have to fight him more than once, in multiple modes. If you are a completionist, be prepared to be royally fucked by this guy over and over, and you'll just have to sit there and take it. Because in his eyes, you are a slut. You want this guy to be challenging, but making him hard, even on baby easy mode, is not the way to do it. This boss is the cheapest, most annoying, most stupid, most infuriating boss I have ever faced so far. Corrupted Shinnok in X is easier than this fucker. I'm a little sad he isn't playable, but drastic measures probably would need to be taken to not make him a cheap asshole. So, in that regard, I'm glad he's dead. What can I say about this fight? No, really, what can I say? Seriously, what can I say? My script just closed on me for some reason. I don't even know what to say right now. Let me bring that back up. I don't know why it closed. Why did it close on me? Yeah, nothing to say. Nothing at all. Cheap does not equal challenging. Making a boss for the fighting game, because there's only one. There's one fighting game in the entire world, so it's the fighting game.